Hello and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Brock's Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of May 27th, 2020, and comic books are back. Most of the publishers are releasing books. Marvel is finally releasing books this week, but it's not back to full release schedule for a week. But we are getting all the comic books coming back as of this week. So let's dive right in. First up for me is Basketful of Heads number 7. Joe Hill's Black Label imprint, the Black Label Joe Hill's little imprint on there. I've liked Basketful of Heads. It's really good. I had a conversation with a customer just the other day about all of the Joe Hill books, and him and I came to the same conclusion. There's too many released all at once, which is what the industry is kind of struggling with, coming back from what happened with Corona and stopping all the shipping of books and printing of books and so on and so forth. So publishers are really looking at their lines to trim them back. Some, Marvel and DC, case in points, are doing it to the point where they're not releasing physical copies of certain titles because they apparently don't sell very well, which it's the last few issues of the run of something I think that's kind of dumb, and I've said it here before. It's an FU to fans who've been collecting and reading the series from the get-go. So we'll see if they change their minds on that, but for those of you that like certain, that like some of those smaller titles, don't expect anything anytime soon. One book is in my pile this week that's not going to get its final few issues. So, yeah. Let's get on with it. Next up, we have Flash 754. Josh Williams just knocks it out of the park with Flash. He's been amazing since he started on Rebirth and all the way through. It's great. You should be reading it. If you're not, you should be reading it. Next up is Justice League number 45, and we have the Spectre. So we'll see what happens with the Justice League and the Spectre. Vendetti's been doing a decent job on Justice League taking over after Snyder's run. Snyder's run was huge and epic and big and grandiose, and kind of just felt, it's really just a segue into death metal, from metal to No Justice, Justice League No Justice to Justice League to death metal. So it kind of feels like his run was separated, but Vendetti's done a great job going back, coming after him and bringing the Justice League team together. Next up, we have one for my daughter, and that's Marvel Action Captain Marvel number 5. She hasn't started reading these, but she likes Captain Marvel. It's trying to peel her away from YouTube right now. She loves watching the YouTubes. Next up is one of the 100-page giants, and it was renamed, but to Our Fighting Forces Giant number 1. I can't remember what the original name was, but yeah, if you were ordering the War Giant size, that's basically what that is. I think it was DC's Finest War Stories or DC War Stories or something. They changed it to that. So I like the War Stories sometimes. I wanted to check a couple of them out. I know this one has just a bunch of interesting tales, so we'll see. Next up, we have Suicide Squad number 5. Tom Taylor is taking us down the road of Suicide Squad and what he's going to do with it. I've enjoyed the first 4 issues, finally getting caught up on my stuff. So yeah, can't wait to dive in and see what happens next. Next up, we have a Teen Titans number 41. Teen Titans been, a fair book. Adam Glass has done a decent job on it. I've enjoyed it. So we'll see where it goes. I think it's ending fairly soon, but we'll see. Next up, this is one of the books that's no longer having any print, but digital, and then it'll be released in the trade. Yeah, okay, whatever, DC. Print the titles. Terrifics, number 27. Technically has 3 more issues left in the series, and they're not printing it. So, yeah, so I'll read that issue and probably never know what happens after it because I'm not going to care. And the resale value on that set is now garbage because who wants to buy something that they have to buy all these issues? Yeah. Thanks, DC. And finally on my pull list is Wonder Woman Giant number 4. Again, new Wonder Woman story in there, so I wanted to snag that and check it out. I've been enjoying the Giants, at least for getting the little new story in them. Need to get caught up with them. But it's also a good kind of exposure to the character, or characters connected to that character. So don't be afraid to pick up a giant just for some material to check out. I did pick up a couple variants. The first one is Justice League number 45. That was a pretty cool variant, so I got that one. And of course, I had to get it for Suicide Squad number 5, so I got that one there. There is one graphic novel I picked up this week, and that is Firefly, the Unification War Part 3. This collects Greg Pak's Firefly run from issues 9 to 12. I need to crack open my hardcovers and read through it, but I just haven't gotten a chance. I love the Firefly universe, and so I'm really curious to see what Greg Pak has done with it. I've heard good things about Firefly coming went over to Boom, so yeah, so we'll see, but need to get to it. I did get a special order that finally came in. I got one of the Toon tumblers. I got the Toon tumbler for Shazam. So yeah, so I have a nice pint glass collection that I need to actually use at some point. Maybe when I have a bar of my own. Who knows? Yeah. Next up is we are getting the May/June 20 previews, which is 380, 381. This is for stuff releasing in August. So here it is, the wonderful previews magazine. It is a little smaller than normal, I think just because probably a lot of stuff got cut out. This is 2 months worth for this size, so yeah, so it's definitely a lot of trimming of the fat. I would technically have 2 other things to show you, which is DC previews and Marvel previews, but coming out of the coronavirus and coming back into comics, DC and Marvel have decided to no longer print a previews catalog, no longer print a solicitation, basically, for stores to use, for people to peruse through. It is all online now, so you will have to go to DC's website to get their catalog, and most likely Marvel's website to get their catalog. I understand wanting to cut print, I get that, but when it's coming to placing orders, having a tangible catalog is a really solid thing to have. I can go online and look up all this stuff, that's fine, but I am not apt to want to flip through an online catalog and look for variants when DC and Marvel are notorious for not posting art for variants when it goes to previews, or sometimes even at FOC, last call to order. It's also disconcerting, especially since I guess Marvel is in this one. Oh, they are in this one. Oh. Well, Marvel's in this one, but I don't know if they're going to stay in it or if they're going to get out of it. I'm not sure. So that might be another difference. I know DC yanked their catalog. So, yeah. If DC wants to keep going down this road, I really foresee people variant orders dropping drastically on initial order. For those of you who don't understand, initial order is when comic book stores put in their initial orders of books. So we'll get this previews for May and June, and towards the end of June, this catalog order form is due. So we have to put our order in through Diamond from what we get out of these catalogs. I think people are not going to peruse through DC's online catalog. It's 80 some odd pages of content. They may skip around and try and look around for stuff, but I really think that you're going to see a drop in variant covers initially ordered, and they won't be. Their orders may bump up at FOC if they have the art, but who knows? Taking away a tangible, actual, physical catalog is not something that you really want to do. Coming back, like there's a lot of stuff that we understand things won't go back to normal, but DC is really pushing these things of Tuesday release date and no catalog, no print catalog, and all that stuff, and it's not really feeling like, and there's no real response from DC, so it's really curious to see what's going on over there. For me, it's annoying because I have to look at something digital, and I hate looking at digital stuff. I get a previews catalog for just that reason, so I can flip through it, dog-ear the pages, and then go through the book and search what I need and order it on Comic Hub as I need to. Instead of going, oh, let me go from this window to this window, and you have to change the sizes might not fit. I only have one laptop. I don't have this multi-screen thing to go on. Like, most people don't have multi-screen. So, yeah. It's a really sad move on DC's part. I mean, if it's something about printing, just give it to Diamond to print in the catalog like they used to. Heaven forbid. Then you don't have to worry about it. It's Diamond's responsibility. But, again, I think there's some tension between DC and Diamond, with DC releasing books through a different distributor during Corona. And yeah, it's definitely, we're gonna see a lot of stuff happen in the next few months. Hopefully it's good, but we'll see. DC could just next month, no, we're printing the catalog again. So who knows? But right now, that's how you're gonna get the DC catalog, is to go to DC's website and look up the catalog for May, June, for books going out in August. Don't know what to tell you, except that there is an Adventures of Super Sons omnibus that has the Adventures of the Super Sons in it, which pisses me off because I bought the Adventures of Super Son, or the Super Sons one already, and now they have an extra, when it's like, why didn't you just release Adventures in a deluxe size hardcover? Because then I wouldn't feel, I would put it right next to my Super Sons. Done. Oh, they released an omnibus with all of it together? I don't care. Whatever. I got my Super Sons omnibus and the Adventures. Done. Nope. Don't do it. DC still has issues at their graphic novel department. Somebody needs to fix it over there. Man. Well, that's it for me this week, kind of. It's super hot, so if you heard fans in the background, I apologize. But yeah, super hot in here. This week does mark something. I'm normally not posting on here about this, or I normally don't pull this stuff. But also this week that came out was Michael Connelly's Fair Warning. This is, for those of you that don't know, I read Michael Connelly novels. I love Michael Connelly novels. The first one I ever read was The Poet, which is a Raymond Chandler, one of the Raymond Chandler books, I believe. Yeah, and so it's been a while since we've gotten one of the Raymond Chandler, the FBI agent's stories. We normally deal with Harry Bosch. We're currently having a new character come in to take kind of the reins away from Bosch. But for now, the mystery stuff's great. I love it. It's the crime. I don't know why it fits. It works with. I don't know why I like it. First book I read was The Poet. Then I went and back and read it. I have most of, if not all of Michael Connelly's books. I need to upgrade. I need to find hardcovers of some of the earlier ones to kind of fill out my collection of his books. But yeah, I've always, like, ever since I read him back in like 1997, 1998, like, I just loved his writing style. It's his ease of reading and all that stuff. I think I read one of his books in 6 hours one time. But love Michael Connelly. I love the show Bosch. So if you're curious about what I'm talking about and you have Amazon Prime, you should really check out Bosch. It's a really, really great series. The first episode's a little awkward. It feels like it was supposed to be a two-parter, but it shouldn't have been. And so the transition's weird. Watch the first handful of episodes. Once you get into it, you'll get into it. It's good stuff. But that came out this Tuesday, Michael Connelly's Fair Warning. So, of course, I'm a Connelly reader, so I had to pick it up. That's it for this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments down in the comment section below. Let me know what you're picking up, what you're looking forward to, how you feel about DC pulling their pulling a print catalog, and Marvel and DC not printing certain issues, final issues of series. Put those down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Any questions, all that stuff. Please be nice and fair and all that stuff, because the internet's a crappy place anyway. We don't want to spread all that garbage out there in the chat. So, yeah, or in the comments. That's what I said. Oh, man, it's super hot. Let's get through it. You can listen to me on the Comics Conspiracy podcast. We didn't actually record last night because a shipment was late, and Ryan was ending up processing until almost he didn't leave the shop until almost 9. So tonight we're going to record. This will probably go up while we're recording, or if not before. But yeah, there'll be a link in the description below once it's up. So it'll be the video will be up, and then I'll update the link later. So, but yeah, check us out. You can help me and my fellow conspirators out through Patreon at www.patreon.com/comicsconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you help us with hosting fees, getting food sometimes, and yes, getting products. So thank you very much to all of our Patreon backers. It helps out immensely. You can also help me out a little more directly by buying anything through any Amazon links here on my YouTube channel or over at conspiratorbrock.com. And you can also go over to my eBay page where I'm constantly purging stuff. And there's going to be a handful of stuff I'm purging soon because I need to go through my books and sort them. So, yeah, so be on the lookout for that. You can follow me on Twitter. My handle is @BrockSager. And is that it? Is that my outro? It's been so long. And I'm tired and hot. Ugh. So, yeah. Oh, I did watch Stargirl. I liked the pilot or the first episode. It's pretty interesting. So I'm going to go, I'm hopefully going to check out more of that. And finish this season of Flash, like that one. It was cut short, so we'll see what happens in the next season. DC Legends, I kind of stack up a bunch of episodes because I love it. It's just fun and crazy and all over the place. Great stuff. I think I have one episode of Batwoman to watch. So yeah. Oh yeah, HBO Max came out today. I literally opened what? Okay, hold on. I literally opened the app, looked through, scrolled, and was done. I didn't even watch anything yet. So we'll see about what with HBO Max if I enjoy it or not. So what do you want? Sorry, the dog. Rogue, did you want something? What? What? Here. You want a hug? Come on. Come on. Come on. Up here. There you go. Oh, big boy. Oh, big boy. Okay. All right, off. No. All right. That's it for this week. I'll see you next week.